You heard it right, motherfucker. I'm fighting Mike Tyson.
On November 15th, Jake Paul, the 27-year-old YouTube sensation turned boxer, is stepping into the ring with the legendary Mike Tyson. While Jake has been making waves with his recent victories,
you know, it was a good shot. He hit me with more shots, but I'm saying like a real shot, one shot. I don't know what they were looking at, but it's all good. Still got the victory.
Let's face it, this time he's in way over his head. Today, I'm going to break down why Jake Paul will lose against Iron Mike.
Let's do it, Jakey!
First off, let's talk about experience. Mike Tyson is a name that commands respect in the boxing world. He started his professional career at just 18 and quickly rose to fame, becoming the youngest heavyweight champion at 20. Tyson's career is filled with high-pressure situations and fierce opponents. He's faced and defeated some of the best in the sport. Jake Paul, on the other hand, has had a relatively short boxing career, with carefully chosen opponents who don't come close to Tyson's caliber.
Jake Paul, he keeps saying he wants to fight you. Do you want to fight him?
That could be very interesting.
It could be interesting.
Mike Tyson says, let's do this. Are you down?
100%.
The experience gap here is enormous, and it's going to show in the ring. Next, we can't ignore Tyson's raw power and knockout ability. Even at 58, Tyson's punches pack a serious punch. Remember his early fights where he knocked out opponents in the first round? That kind of power doesn't just disappear. Tyson's aggressive, relentless fighting style has always been his trademark. Jake Paul's defensive skills have been tested before, but not against someone with Tyson's knockout capability. One well-placed punch from Tyson could end the fight in an instant, and Jake might not be able to withstand that kind of power. Now, let's dive into the psychological aspect. Tyson is not just a physical powerhouse, he's also a master of psychological warfare. Throughout his career, Tyson has intimidated and broken down opponents before they even stepped into the ring. His mere presence, combined with his fierce demeanor and ferocious reputation, has sent shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned fighters. Remember the legendary stare-downs where opponents would avoid eye contact, already feeling defeated by Tyson's unwavering gaze? Tyson's mental toughness and resilience are legendary. He has faced immense pressure both inside and outside the ring, and yet he's always managed to come back stronger. This psychological fortitude has been a crucial part of his success.
Knock somebody out, but everybody don't know I can go 8 rounds and 10 rounds, and that's what I'm more grateful for now than anything. And no knockouts. Knockouts don't mean nothing. You gotta be able to go the distance.
Jake Paul, despite his bravado and trash talk, is stepping into the ring with a living legend who has a history of dismantling opponents mentally before the first punch is even thrown. The very thought of facing Tyson could be enough to rattle Paul's confidence. Imagine preparing for a fight knowing that your opponent is not only a physical juggernaut, but also a master of getting inside your head. Tyson's presence alone can be intimidating. His reputation as the baddest man on the planet precedes him, and it's not just hype. Many fighters have crumbled under the weight of Tyson's psychological pressure, feeling the fight was lost before it even began. When you add his psychological edge, it's a whole new level of pressure that Jake Paul hasn't experienced before. Tyson's ability to maintain a fearsome aura, to instill doubt and fear in his opponents, is a weapon in itself.
I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You don't like it, turn off this station.
And once I found out the fight was on, I had to tell my family members that Mike Tyson
Sign the contract, big boy.
he signed the contract!
Jake Paul will be facing not just Tyson's physical prowess, but also the mental game that has broken so many fighters. The fear and anxiety of facing a legend like Tyson could disrupt Paul's focus, strategy, and performance, making it an uphill battle from the moment he steps into the ring. Let's not forget Tyson's natural fighting instincts. After decades in the ring, Tyson has developed an almost uncanny ability to read his opponents and react in real time. His muscle memory and reflexes are second nature, honed through countless hours of training and fighting at the highest level. While Jake Paul relies heavily on modern training techniques and meticulously crafted game plans, Tyson's experience gives him an instinctual edge. When it comes down to split-second decisions in the heat of battle, Tyson's natural instincts could easily outmatch Paul's calculated approach. Now, some might point to Tyson's age and question his physical conditioning. Yes, Tyson is 58, and yes, he's had long periods of inactivity. But don't let that fool you. Tyson has shown incredible dedication to his training regimen, making a remarkable comeback in recent years. His physical conditioning, while not what it was in his prime, is still formidable. In contrast, Jake Paul, while young and fit, lacks the deep well of experience and the tough conditioning that comes from years of professional fighting. Tyson's ability to maintain his power and technique, even at this stage in his life, is something Jake should be wary of.
Who is putting on this event and where will the match be held?
Well, it's our most valuable promotions event. My first time fighting in the stadium, Dallas, Texas.
Oh, you're mad at me for fighting Mike Tyson?
Let's also talk about motivation. For Tyson, this fight isn't just another payday or a social media spectacle, it's about legacy. Tyson's passion for the sport and his competitive spirit run deep. He's driven to prove that even at his age, he's still a force to be reckoned with. On the other hand, Jake Paul's motivations seem more aligned with entertainment and boosting his social media fame. While Paul is undoubtedly serious about boxing.
Who is your favorite boxer?
Mike Tyson.
Mike, right?
Fuck yeah. Why'd you ask?
Because I'm going to be fighting him.
No way.
In July.
His commitment might not match Tyson's deep-seated drive to protect and enhance his legendary status. As the fight progresses, the dynamics will likely favor Tyson's style. Picture this. Tyson, with his aggressive approach, dominates the early rounds, using his powerful combinations to overwhelm Paul. Jake's strategy of staying on the outside and avoiding exchanges might not hold up against Tyson's relentless pursuit. Tyson's pressure and ability to cut off the ring could force Jake into uncomfortable positions, making it hard for him to execute his game plan. Paul's lack of experience against a fighter of Tyson's caliber will become glaringly evident as the rounds tick by. So, where does this leave us in terms of potential outcomes? The fight is likely to play out with Tyson setting the pace and forcing Jake Paul onto the back foot. Tyson's relentless pressure, coupled with his powerful shots, will test Jake's defensive capabilities to their limits. Despite his youth and conditioning, Jake will struggle to keep up with Tyson's intensity. While Paul might aim to drag the fight into the later rounds, hoping Tyson's age will catch up with him, it's a risky strategy. Tyson's known for his explosive starts, and if Paul can't weather the early storm, he could find himself in serious trouble. Let's consider the contractual elements and how they might impact the fight. There's been talk of a no-knockout clause, which, if true, could limit Tyson's ability to go for the kill. However, even within those constraints, Tyson's aggressive style and ability to dominate through sheer force and skill can still secure him a win on points.
It's over! Mike Tyson has returned!
One right hand!
Paul might try to use this clause to his advantage, staying evasive and focusing on outlasting Tyson. But surviving in the ring with Mike Tyson and winning are two very different things. Tyson's experience and ability to control the fight could see him racking up points even without a knockout. Even if Jake manages to last the distance, Tyson's superior boxing acumen and relentless pressure are likely to secure him the victory. Paul may find himself outmatched, not just physically but mentally and strategically, proving that while he's made impressive strides in the boxing world, he's not yet ready to dethrone a legend like Mike Tyson. In the end, we're likely to see a match where Tyson's dominance is evident from the start. He'll control the pace, cut off the ring, and land powerful combinations that Paul will struggle to defend against. Even if Paul manages to survive the initial rounds, the cumulative effect of Tyson's relentless pressure and tactical superiority will wear him down. The fight could go the distance, but it will be clear who the superior boxer is. Tyson's ability to adapt and outmaneuver Paul, even at 58, will showcase why he's considered one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. While Jake Paul might emerge with some newfound respect for stepping into the ring with a legend, it's likely to be a humbling experience.
Fighting Mike Tyson is such an honor to step in the ring with.
Tyson's victory, whether by knockout or decision, will reinforce the enduring legacy of a true boxing icon. And for Jake Paul, it will be a stark reminder that there's a vast difference between fighting social media influencers and going toe-to-toe with a living legend. Thanks for sticking with me through this breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.
I have one punch power. He has one punch power. Who wins?